So last year there was a very unexpected surprise hit, and that was Aquaman. And today we'll be talking about Aquaman. As if you didn't read the title of the video, and you're just big and you're just lazy. So today we're reviewing the movie Aquaman. Aquaman is a pretty great movie. The DCEU had a rocky history, as you all know. Batman v Superman and Man of Steel were bad. Wonder Woman was good, but then Justice League was good in my standards. But of course, film critics hated Justice League. Aquaman got good reviews, and Shazam came out. I haven't seen Shazam yet, but Shazam looks really funny. Looks like a really funny movie, so I'll go see it eventually in a few months. Um, but Aquaman was kind of a sucker of a movie. Aquaman, of course, takes place in Atlantis, the fictional city of Atlantis. Well, basically, this guy meets the rescues a girl called Atlanta, and basically they find out she's the queen of Atlantis. During the storm, they eventually fall in love and have Aquaman. That's how he's born. So Aquaman can communicate with marine life forms, and I don't want to really spoil any of the plot for you because you should just really watch the movie yourself. I'm not your. I do it sometimes for some of the more mundane movies that I watch, especially the really bad movies like Alien Covenant. And Aquaman is a pretty good movie. Yes, it's a good movie. Aquaman is about, of course, Aquaman, and I'll basically put like a synopsis for you. Aquaman is basically a guy who basically wants to live his life, but he is kind of forced to enter into and try to take over the throne of his brother, which Aquaman is a half-breed because, of course, Atlanteans and humans are apparently different species, even though they're basically humans to begin with, who can just breathe underwater. I think they're different species of people. Basically, the difference between an Atlantean and a human is Atlanteans can breathe underwater and humans cannot. Atlantis was this great civilization that was destroyed by their own greed. And of course, the villain is some guy called Black Manta, who is hired by, of course, the other guy, who wants to, kill Aquaman. And basically, the guy, his name is Orm. He basically wants to kill Aquaman, force all the kingdoms to unite and destroy basically the human race for polluting the water. Basically, an environmentalist message. But if you live underwater, you have to see a bunch of plastic all over the place, and submarines and naval battles and ships sinking, and your kingdom is seeing like submarines coming down and exploding. Yeah, I can understand why you would do that, but and that's basically a plot synopsis. Aquaman has a lot of action, a lot of the storyline is actually pretty good. The characters are pretty likable except for Orm wants to punch him in the face. Um, but Orm's stance is pretty. It's kind of like how kings used to act, anyways. How they thought that they had like the blood. It's how kings usually used to act as well. And anyone in peer of the king, and sometimes king can rule pretty corruptly. Um, And basically, Aquaman does become Aquaman. Okay, here's a slight spoiler. Aquaman is actually a true king, unlike Orm, who is just a corrupt leader who basically wants to take over the world. And and the CGI sometimes is iffy. Sometimes CGI is pretty great, and sometimes the CGI is bad. It's definitely better than Justice League's CGI. Um, Overall, Aquaman is a pretty good film to watch. The storyline is good, the characters are good, the cinematography and all that is good, and the film is overall pretty good. I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. I think it's probably in my top 10 superhero movies of all time. It's easily a movie I would want to watch again. If I want to watch a movie again, like really want to watch it again, yep. It's definitely a step ahead of Justice League. So they definitely approved the law from Justice League, and definitely Suicide Squad. And oh yeah, I forgot Suicide Squad existed. And of course, the infamous Batman vs Superman. Easily the worst of the DCEU is obviously Batman vs Superman. For some reason, the video crashed, so of course this will be a part of the video. And Aquaman, of course, defied expectations and actually ended up being a pretty good movie. And now Aquaman's no longer the most hated superhero of all time. That honor now goes to Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Marvel, nobody likes you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and goodbye.